Oh shit! Hey, what's up? We are
What's up,
Anime
everybody?
Club. That I need to pay better attention to when that cuts.
Oh, mid puff. All right.
Fuck, we're just gonna open up with this. Hey, it's one of those kind of days. Welcome to the Melanated Anime Club. I am your boy, Cedric the Entertainer. I have my dear friends Wes and Matt. What's going on, all of y'all?
Just enjoying this lovely Sunday here in the way we're starting this show.
Yeah, we're having a great time. Great start to our week this lovely Sunday. We're only 9 minutes behind. That's pretty good for us.
Yeah, we're usually like at least 15.
Yeah.
We're improving.
Yeah, it's crazy. As I was kind of getting everything set up. Is Matt dead?
I'm joking.
He's dying.
Shit. Do you have a roommate? Can someone give him the Heimlich? I don't want to watch Matt die on our live stream.
I believe he lives alone, so this may be the last time we see him.
Oh shit. Pops, breathe. Do we need to?
Give me a minute. I'm just
Okay.
He
can talk. He can breathe. He good.
take me off. Take me off. Not put me on the screen. God, what are you doing? Stop it. I'm in pain. This isn't good content.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
We're enjoying it.
My natural hilarity. Oh, wait. There it goes. Okay, it passed.
All right. We got the Melanated Anime Club. That was that. Pops is alive.
I got a little acid reflux, okay? So sometimes, look at that, bro. Beautiful. Sometimes things get stuck in the esophagus because Pops was younger. He was a little bit of a drinker and thought he knew his line, but was very talented of doing a long jump from that line because he knew exactly where to land and had enough momentum that, oh, well, you're going to have some things coming up later.
Been there.
How many times?
Twice.
Have you ever painted a New Orleans hotel room?
No.
Yeah. I got woken up by services, and the woman only spoke Spanish, and then she put a card in front of me that said 9 crossed out, 9:30 crossed out, 10 crossed out, 11 crossed out, and then the time that it was then, which was like 11:45. And I feel sorry for her still.
The 90s sound wild, dude.
That was actually 2002. Yeah.
Damn. So 9/11 happened, and that's what you go do?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. 9/11 was real. Like, I woke up and they were down.
I was still in school.
Oh no, you were awake. Yeah.
In
that's right,
DC.
No, yeah, you were actually in DC. So
you were there.
I was in the thick of it, and the only thing I really remember from 9/11 is not being able to watch Digimon that Saturday morning because all the news outlets were playing that.
Yo, for me, it was waking up and not having my daily routine of watching The View and then applying for jobs. Whoopi wasn't on the TV because I left it on that station because that's what I do. I would get up, turn the TV on, and just watch it as a leisure wake up. And it wasn't there. It was some bullshit, and I was half asleep. So let me try some other stations because I don't want to watch the news. The news is annoying, and it was on every single station. So I'm like, all right, Whoopi will come back on. So I go back, and then in my half sleep, I realize. Then they start playing the clips. I'm like, oh, damn. So yeah.
I was at football practice.
Why are you up a little early for football?
Because I went to a private Christian school, and then middle school did football in the morning because the high school did it after school.
No, thank you.
No.
So yeah, I was at football practice, and like this dude comes running out of his garage, just like screaming, and like our coach, the offensive line coach, is like, I got this, and he goes because he's the biggest one, right? So he's like, yo, let's calm down, buddy, let's calm down, and then he talks, and you see him take his hat off, and it's like, and he turns around and comes back, and he goes he calls over the coaches, and everyone's like, take a knee, get water. And the coaches are all like sitting somber, and you hear like one coach go like, really? And the other coach is like, yeah. And then like the crazy guy comes back out, and he's like, the other one. And like, mind you, we don't know what's happening at this point. And then like the coaches are like, all right, calm down. We have 30 something kids we have to tell this to. They're all jacked up because they've been hitting each other for football. we have to abruptly end practice so we can tell these kids we're in the middle of a national tragedy. So like they tell us that like that's happening. We're all like, what? This doesn't seem real. Like none of this seems real. Like this crazy guy just ran out of his house and started yelling. You know what I mean?
Right. So
we go in, and like we're a private Christian school, so there's like like a smaller mega church, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
There's like the building next to it that's like, it's got the gymnasium, it's got like a bunch of classrooms, and then like again, it's like elementary schools on the first floor, high schools on like the top floor of like the main building. Where the middle school is like in these like little annexes on like the side. So we're like in these like portable buildings. So like, we do like we go through the gym, do the shower thing, get all of our like private Christian school clothes on and heading over to like our annexes for our Bible class. And then like, as we're like moving, like we kind of hear, like, you can tell something's up. Like the teachers, all of the adults are acting weird. And all of like the little kids are starting to like, parents are starting to come and grab the littler kids, right? And so all of us are just like, what's happening?
And you still haven't been told.
No, like we've been told, like they told us like something happened, but it's just like, this doesn't seem like anything. Like we're making us go to class, and I'll never forget, we're in our fucking Bible class. We have a Bible quiz we have to take that day. Like all of the other people in the annexes are at this point now going to the gym, so they're going to show and see what's going on. So now we're like, hey, like something's going on. Like we need to go like see what's happening. And he's like, no, we have to take this Bible quiz. What?
Wow.
It's like, it could be the end of like American civilization. Like that's what they're like, literally, like that's what we're hearing whispers of. And he's like, no, we have to take this test on the book of John. And it's like, all right.
Was he close to death himself?
I think so.
Yep. See, he didn't care.
Ready. He's ready.
He's ready. He's like, no, I'm going out teaching John. So you're gonna learn about John.
Yeah. But luckily our Spanish teacher was like, no, man, this is way more important than Spanish. So like go know what's going on in the world.
Yeah, like idea meal.
And it was like after we got past that and got to like where the groups where everyone was like, yeah, like, if some people's parents are calling in and they're gonna come pick you up, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't freak out. Like, it's like, this is happening. And it was private Christian school, so they were like, let's pray. And it was just like a day of like,
that's awkward.
It was, but like, let's pray is also like time for you to kind of just like go do whatever because no one's watching you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like, hey, you know what? They got snacks for us, and it was just like they don't know what to do, but
we over here chilling. Yeah,
we're over here chilling. We can pray. Like some teachers were like, no, we have to really do this, but like, why? Like, I feel like it's frustrating because it felt like the high school teachers were all like, oh no, you guys are about to be adults. Like this is about to, like you guys are gonna have to be drafted because of this. Like you guys pay attention. The elementary kids were all like,
draft.
you know, they're all small. They don't even know. Like, let's just like, you know, have fun and take care of the kids and make sure they're all okay. And then for middle schools, they're like, this is the most important thing of your life. Take this goddamn Bible test. I'll never forget Mr. Gabbard and that goddamn Bible test, dude.
Oh Lord. Okay.
All right. So that was 10 minutes of
Yeah. So we're anime club.
related.
Melanated deserves the palate cleanser because where did we go? And while we love being there, no.
Yeah, we're an anime club, and we just talked about 9/11 for 10 minutes. So
yeah, swipe that. Hit it. Hit it. And we're back
again.
I'll take my responsibility for contributing to that, you know, non sequitur. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Pop damn near died because he has made poor choices, and we ended up there. Okay, but there are no poor choices in who you choose to love, and we begin chapter 993.
There we go.
Oh, are you telling me we're doing the chapter review?
Yeah.
Oh.
Best ring I've ever had.
I just have to say, like, every time I hear that, I'm just like, I can't wait for Soge King to come back at some point sometime between now and the end. Soge King has to come back.
It was the big bit.
And there has to be a Soge King remix. And I'm very hyped for that. I hope they do like,
because Usopp's amped up, so Soge King's going to be obviously amped up, so he has to have a remix.
No, 100%. I feel like he's gonna have to have like. I hope they give him the full boy band treatment. Like there's like a full J-pop boy band.
No,
like, there's like 5 members of Soge King. Like maybe like Chopper, Robin, some other people get like a thing. Maybe Frankie makes some like cyborg Soge Kings, and it's like a whole boy band.
Yes,
where they're all just like a Soge King boy band. That's what I'm hoping for.
That'd get beat
for money.
All right, let's get back to this chapter.
Question though: if Soge King were to come back, would he have a higher bounty than God Usopp?
I mean, what's a king to a god? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's deep.
Yes. Wow. Okay. That's what I needed. Keep going now.
All right, Matt, back to this chapter review.
Right. So here we are. We're back in it. And I just want to say this is a lovely end to a lovely series of cover chapters. Z may disagree, and I give him the floor.
Man, this ain't the motherfucking end. They're gonna keep this going forever. They're gonna have at least like what are we, chapter 993? I think at least 6. And like the big reveal for chapter 1000 is this fucking story still going. Like it's not gonna like they're gonna end the story of One Piece and then like Gang Beiji's Oh My Family's still gonna be going on. It's gonna get a spin-off fucking manga. It's gonna get a light novelization. It's like it's going on for too damn long. Like they're married. Let's leave some mystery. Let's leave some mystery to what get. Let them go away for like 4 or 5 years, and then when they show up, it's a big surprise. Like this is them leaving about them. Their bullshit's gone.
They're leaving.
Bring Anel back. I'd rather see what those robots. Anel was. Give me the robot story. I'd rather have 4 more chapters of Bellamy looking for a flag. Like fuck all of this. Like just give anything. Like Dr. Johnson's recipes. Like give me the story of Curly Dan. Like what's that baby doing? What's that random baby doing? Like
Actually, that's a good one.
Any like a fucking the Foxy Pirates. What are they like? Literally any goddamn thing I would rather have than another Gang Beiji's Oh My Family.
Well,
can we even remember what the story was before Oh My Family? I don't remember.
That damn flag, I'm pretty sure.
Throw me in the flag. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And then it did a break, giving you updates of a whole bunch of people while we were going into Reverie, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's what happened. So I feel this is the end. Zarek, rest in, let it. It's gonna, because everyone is happy, and every arc ends in a party in One Piece. That's a damn party.
That makes sense.
The baby is on top of its grandpa.
Oh, yeah. That's just nice,
right? Everyone's happy. This is a dope pirate crew that is eventually going to help Luffy in the future. Lola, everyone wins. Everyone won. We're great. It's done. The next 7 chapters are going to be updates. Prediction. They're just going to be periodic updates until we start the next arc at 1,000.
We're going to get at least 4 more of these bullshit fucking ass cover chapters.
We open up the chapter with a lovely, lovely introduction and review of what's going on in the Flower Capital, because it's still the Grand Fire Festival. Everyone is going off. What I'm like, this one down here in the lower right, the guy performing the banjo thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that guy in costume, or is he like something that was conjured to perform? You know, because I think it just jumped out to me. It was weird. I've never seen it before, and I don't know if dressing up and playing that little bench, that ding 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 thing. So in any case, we're reviewing everyone. Everyone's having a blast at the Flower Festival, and they're taking in the single moment of freedom and what it's supposed to be, what life in Wano should be like, just having a little bit before they have to suffer for another year and do it again in the following year. What they don't know as they go through and just like live up, like, yeah, the Kazuki clan is going to come back, and all the warriors are over there doing all this stuff and just reveling in the moment. And it's like, yes. However, Queen is releasing this bullet that is really a plague back on Onimasha.
What?
Onimasha?
No.
What?
Onigashima?
There we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
We're here to keep you honest. That's all.
I appreciate it. And I keep you.
That baseline.
It's dope. What's also dope is these bullets that Queen got.
Yeah.
I look, you like them to make you into little Iceman.
Ice demons.
Yeah.
Bobby Iceman.
Exactly.
I like X-Men. Leave me alone. I'm a weeb.
I like X-Men too, which is why I respected that. Which is why I don't think you deserve someone says something stupid. I'll meet your back.
Thank you. But okay, for this, they're likely ice demons, which is super freaky. It's like super vampiric ice demons going around, because you bite one, you turn cold, and like it's an infectious disease. They are ice oni.
Ice oni.
That's way too serious.
I seriously like that. Going through, and then we cut away. Why? Because there's so much going on. All of this is happening at once. We catch up to Luffy running up the tower to get to Kaido. He's at base level 1.
Yo, real quick though, like I want to point out something that Queen said, like when they were like firing this. Queen said this is the shining jewel of their playground. So I feel like this is like, if they beat this one, then like they got kind of Queen defeated. So my theory is obviously Dr. Chopper about to be the one that defeats Queen. Dr. Chopper is the real hero, and y'all know
old prediction.
Old Chopper Amon. He's learned the skills of a ninja, and you know what? We haven't seen him in a minute. You know who else you don't see? Ninjas.
Chopper versus the ninjas?
No, just like Chopper low key takes them all out, like without like.
No.
Just shuts out. If you shut down the plague and you shut down Queen's shit, like I feel like that's gonna shut down an entire thing. Like,
yeah, and he says it's his pinnacle. So like
Like watch Dr. Chopper fuck around and find a cure for the smile fruit or something and like ruin all of Kaido's like army.
I mean, that would be great.
That'd be a great thing for the arc.
Yeah.
And then Monster Point Chopper versus Brontosaurus because I've watched too much Flintstones.
I want to see him pick it up and just like suplex it.
Not just karate chop his neck and it's like, oh, we fuck.
Pretty much.
I like that too.
He gets a hockey chop, a monster hockey chop.
Ooh. Combine Monster Point and
Riwo.
Yeah. That's dope. In any case. Hello? Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, this dude's crazy.
No. But before that, right behind the
there's Dr. Chopper.
The ice demons. Dr. Chopper's there, but behind them are the numbers. The last 3 numbers we haven't seen.
Oh, I did miss the numbers. That's a good point.
I want to say those are numbers because
they gotta be.
Everyone is getting the horns when they become the ice demons. So they might not be numbers, but we haven't seen 3 of the numbers as much.
Yeah, they could be ice demons.
Yeah.
Or it could be numbers. I mean, who's the one that because like, okay, if you go on the page before that, like when like Zoro and X Drake are like, what was that? You know, and in between there's like a giant thing grabbing a dude in like the Beast Pirates garb.
Yep.
And that dude I'm saying is like the ice demon is probably what they're claiming. But like if you look in the shadow and stuff, it just might be the size that the ice demons, ice oni become once I don't know.
Usually.
We don't know yet. That's half of the fun.
It's creepy and it's coming, but like you said, Dr. Chopper's right there with Zoro, I think. In any case, we move on. Luffy's trying to get in fights as long as he goes. But what happens? Your boy Sanji, second mate, comes in, move out of the way, and we finally we haven't seen him do a kick course in a while.
Mm-hmm. It has been a minute.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Like he's doing through like this is dope. And if you both feet have no, that was already the case. He had both feet have flambe on them.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's been the case. But like coming through and setting this up, and then we get the next headliner, which I think is super dope. This guy is super ridiculous.
This guy is so weird.
It's kind of cool though.
The way these smiles show up is so crazy, but I also love how like we still get Luffy and Sanji just like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what? No, we're gonna beat you. And yeah, but this guy, Briscoe, I don't like the name, but I love the design. And he's thinking he's gonna not get him past, but you know what? It's a punch that then throws a punch.
It's dope. It's a dope move.
Punch and a punch.
The gorilla punch is dope. I'm a fan of it.
And then
gorilla punch.
Punch. Oh, gorilla punch. Yeah. That would
I think it's more like gorilla punch, like falcon punch. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's sitting around there, he's like, cool. I want to keep fighting. There's people back there like, no, you dummy, save your energy.
Yeah, this is a pretty good bit.
And it's like, no, that won't take me any time. It's like 10 seconds is like too long. Don't do it. And he's like, I'll do it. It's like the one-up shit. And then
Fishman karate
out of nowhere.
Sharp quick fist. It's like, okay. Oh no, Briscoe, Luffy, Sanji. I thought you'd be here. Like the casual nature, they're just dropping this whooping ass is great.
That's Jinbei.
It's like the good 90s wrestling, like when The Rock would do his thing and he'd like whoop your ass, but he'd grab a mic and be like, oh, what's that, little Billy? And then he'd just go back and just keep kind of slapping him and throw the mic. This is what they're doing. They're just like casually having a conversation.
Yeah, casually have conversation, casually kicking ass, and then jumping right in. It's like Sanji's like, I've been here way longer than you. What are you doing? He's like, oh, you are? Sorry, my bad. Like, how are you so casual? Like, he's like, well, man, it don't matter. We're all kicking ass.
That's the straw hat way.
Right? And
Don't
it's like
take things too seriously until you have to.
Right. And then everyone should be up top. We should keep going, but also keep Luffy from fighting. And Jinbei's like, oh, you just had to say a word. And so we did. And then we could move on. But another smash cut. And we get a little insight into whoever this person's name is. We still don't know, but it's the woman who is in that third panel on the page, who is basically a big old spy.
Yeah.
And just trailing Yamato as well as Mononosuke. And then here we go. King, puts out the bounty. Man, serious. He's just announcing to everyone. It's like, hey, guys,
Kill that child.
kill Momonosuke. And don't just kill him. I want his head. Serious. That's serious, y'all. And you see all the Toby Ropo be like, what?
Okay.
Let's go. And we'll deal with the pirates later. But Momonosuke must go down. And then Sasuke's like, Sasasake, it's like, got it. Found him. Everyone fire. And then we've got Shinobu having a huge moment and just completely saving Momonosuke.
Yeah, now there's one thing I wanted to say kind of glossed over that I thought was like pretty like hype, right? Maybe not like hype, but you know me, I'm all about like the weird psychology of shit. So
Yeah.
King is all like, take out Momonosuke because it'll kill the samurai's will.
Mhm.
Pirates will be a different story though. And I just thought like that was something that was probably like real interesting because like, you know, the look I felt like I got off of Ulti and like as much as you can tell look off of Who's Who.
Mhm.
It was just like a really like we're gonna do this like I don't know. There's just something that makes me feel like at least one of the Toby Ropo is gonna be
Not cool with this?
yeah.
Some dissension in the ranks. I see it.
Yeah, well, we knew that was there because
They've
everyone.
been teasing it for a while, but like I feel like it's gonna be like someone we're not expecting. Like it's gonna be like oh shit.
It's Usu.
Yeah, and where the fuck is Basil Hawkins?
Yo, he hiding.
Where you at though?
He hanging out with Law.
He hiding. He know what side he hit to be on.
Him and Beppo just kicking it, dude. All right.
He knows how to save his butt. So he tells a whole bunch of people who we don't see, fire, Shinobu, protecting everything. Shinobu! Yamato has no clue what's going on. Gets told by Sasasaki, you're like, yo, stay out this. And then I like this dwarf dude who is like, now that I look at it again, is just a big old turtle.
Wait, which one?
Down in the lower right. He says, but now this ends. He's got the big old battle axe.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
work.
Oh, he is a turtle. Okay.
That's a
weird looking
that's
turtle.
not a centaur. It's a dwarf turtle tar. Dwarf turtle tar.
Just the work that he puts into some of this.
Right? That's
I totally missed that the first go around.
right. Yeah, the dwarf turtle tar like he's going through, and then Shinobu's like run, and then this guy is like kvetching so much, is trying to be a leader while also being a child. He's like, I'm not run. Should I like? I want to, but a shogun's not going to do it, and I want to be a shogun, but also I'm a little child. And then next thing I know, wow, here comes Yamato with the Bagua again and knocks out the dwarf turtle's tar. I just want to say that again.
I mean, it's fun to say. It's
Right,
fun.
dwarf turtle tar. And then he's confused, and I would be too because now he's being protected by his dad, which he knows is not his dad. Just so much trauma for so young. That's all I'm going to say. And then we get the Animal Kingdom Pirates Armored Division, led by Sasasake, right? We get a return of the dude who got beat up by Zoro. The first time he was like, hey, just take the smile, join us. That's the only option you got, really. Zoro's like, nah, whoops all their butts. And then you come back, he's a little bit bandaged up. But these are all armored smiles led by Sasake. I want to say that he's a Triceratops fruit. I'm going Triceratops, especially because of what he's on top of right now.
A rhino?
Yeah.
A rhino man? I don't know, man. When I think of armored dinosaurs, I don't think of Triceratops at all.
No.
I think of
Really?
Stegosauruses or Ankylosauruses.
Ankylosaurus. That's what I was thinking of.
Ankylosaurus is like the giant turtle with like the club on the tail.
Right. But you don't think like of like horns, big flare thing in the back, possibly more like two horns here as being armored?
Yes, I think of a helmet as being armor.
Okay. Yeah. It's a helmet. That's it.
Yes,
It's
a helmet is full body armor. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
It's gonna be wild.
When I'm like, I want to put on armor for this fight, I'm just like, let me just protect my head. I'm armored.
Look, I'm not going to disagree. Argue that nature chose poorly. We're all dead.
Touche.
Okay.
Blame it on evolution. It's fine.
That's fine. Like Darwin was right, but they're all dead. But it's going to be a dope fight because it's setting up Sasaki versus Yamato, which we already know is a boss, and Toby Ropo are all bosses too. But it's one.
I don't know. Page 1 got wrecked pretty easy.
I mean, so far.
Yeah. I mean,
But not fully powered Sanji.
True.
With raid suit.
But like the first time he put on the raid suit.
Yeah, and he took some.
That raid suit's OP.
Okay.
He took some, and also he took a head-on shot from King. I think that thing's pretty boss. But then he also did knock out Page 1 with one what was that, like stratosphere? Like
it was like 30, it was like within like 3 seconds. I thought it was like really fast that he knocked him out.
Yeah. In any case, Sasaki, Yamato, coming soon. We camp again to the Skull Dome up top.
Skull Dome.
Kaido is down, y'all.
We're back where we left off in the last chapter.
He's bleeding. And they're like, yo, we got to kill him now. Kill the Head is like, in your spirit, I saw the visions of Kazuki Oden. Everyone's tired. I could have let you kill me, but each throb of my scar. We get a flashback to the first time with the fake
Momonosuke.
He gets slashed. He remembers that wound, that battle, right? You people, not Odin, we will never see a monster samurai of his again. Lies already, because we know about Zoro. Lies. This man is full of lies. He sits on a throne of deceit.
True.
But their cuts were too shallow. And this is so wild. This dude could just roar at you. And while they were taught by Odin, they don't have the strength. They barely opened up the scar. It was just a flesh wound. You can't do it. So he's like, here is a roar. And then it's a whole bunch of air slashes coming through. And I think this is the best panel I've seen.
Oh my God. Just looking at it.
Yo. Kiku's arm.
Sword.
Everything is just gone. And the thing is, I'm wondering if it's because it's invisible, he says invisible slashes, but it misses a few people. So is it a thing people he didn't respond fast enough, or was he too slow? Either way, he lost an arm.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing that I think is just wild, and it's always kind of this theory that I have in most anime, especially when you get to a boss level, right? Whenever someone's yelling out their attack, Boro breath, right? They tell you what's about to happen. It's gonna fuck you up, but it's nah, they're messing with you.
Mm-hmm.
When they start doing moves without names, that's when they're really oh, let's go. We're here to fuck some shit up.
Let me
of all of their 20 years plus of dealing with Kaido, of all of their expertise, of all of their knowledge, of all of their secret things, they had no fucking clue this was coming.
Nope.
Denjiro, who even took the time to kind of get himself ingratiated with Orochi's whole system, had no idea this was a thing. They are all legitimately caught off guard. Denjiro, who's the one who's invisible slashes,
he's shocked. He can even do that.
So now we're about to get to the point where it's I mean, it's brilliant. It's great because what it's doing is it's very similar to Doflamingo. The bird cage is moving now.
Yeah.
Because it's all of the pieces are in play. Luffy's gonna have to get here before, at the very least, Kinemon dies. At the very least, Kinemon's out for the count, but he cannot die yet until there's people that cannot die until they see the dawn. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this would be he took out Kaido, he can do it. And they could all die peacefully. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't see dog and cat dying, but a couple of the other assholes, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if Kiku's gonna die. Honestly,
I don't think anyone dies. I think everyone takes serious damn. Kiku is the first casualty, because we're in 993. The next one's going to be 995. The following's going to be 997. And then a big one's going to be 999. So the next chapter, there's going to be a slight W of some sort that ends the chapter for the good guys. I'm not sure what, but this is it.
It's not going to be with Kaido. It's going to be with one of the subordinates.
It's going to be
yeah, but it's going to be some. But it's going to be some sort of win. But this is because Kaido has to be the one to end it be still there at 1,000. Which
also when you talk about the subordinates, so that means that like, what are all the subordinates we have in play right now? King's out. He's in charge of the Toby Roppo by all accounts, like right now.
Yeah, so he's done.
Queen's doing their thing right now.
Queen's concluded.
Is Queen with any of the Toby Roppo?
Not current. Well, Ulti and Page 1 are still like down in the lower level where like Luffy and them were, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ulti was also within like earshot enough to hear when I guess it is the little snails. So you're right. Never mind. But it's just like they're all together. Sakazaki's doing his own thing. Who's who?
Maria, we saw last chapter.
Maria's over with the ladies. Was that's where who's over there right now? Wasn't it?
That's Sanji.
A lot of things moving around, man. It's great.
I don't think he was over there by Black Maria.
No, but like, what's Black Maria doing?
Narrating the story.
It was strange.
Yeah, it was all like weird. But one thing I noticed when we were reading the less than official translations is that it said like this is all setting up for the big climax. In the official translation, it mentioned nothing of grand climax, nothing of Act 3.
Yeah,
approaches. That was what I noticed.
Which it might be that this was removed for this specific translation, but I'd like to see the Japanese raw release of what was actually to see if that was in there, because that's a big thing. Because if Oda actually put that in there to say like, hey, these chapters are setting up the end of the arc and also the beginning of the next one, that means like he pretty much just laid the gauntlet down. Like, yo, these next chapters are all going to be wild. So like, and I think this happening in this chapter with that statement and the cover chapter ending, we're all setting this is all putting into place. 1,000 is going to be huge, and we are in a huge.
That's going to be like the end of Act 3, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's the end of Act 3.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, and it's just going to be a hell of a roller coaster. Seriously, Kiku lost an arm clean. Man,
like, the thing is, we truly can't see like the depth of it all either, because like they put the sword out to like protect themselves, and that sword's clean gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and like you even see Kiku's face, like
they're whited out.
Yeah.
But I love that mask though. Just like all armored up and just sad.
Damn.
So Luffy's gonna be the one to take down Kaido,
or is it gonna be Zoro?
Combo.
It's gonna be Sanji.
I think that'd be dope.
The monster trio truly has to work together.
Sanji gets swallowed by Kaido and then kicks his way out.
The new monster trio step in, being Jinbei, Sanji, and Zoro. And Luffy's off fighting Queen. Not Queen, Big Mom.
Oh, yeah, Big Mom is still part of this. Yeah, I did forget about that.
Yep.
Big Mom.
Oh shit! And Perospero and Marco, that was like a thing that's still going on.
Yeah.
Carrot's going after Perospero right now. What happened? What happened to Top's frog? Huh? What happened to that frog that he was when he was the frogman? What happened to that guy?
Who's Frogman?
Remember when he was a total oil salesman? He had a frog on his hat, like for a good. That was his whole character.
Yeah.
So Hachi.
Also, so much is going on. Oda is doing, I think, a really good job of juggling and moving everything just enough to keep everything.
It's intense. Like I don't know how he does it. Like it's all these balls in the air, and then keeping the story flowing so that it still makes sense, even when we don't see characters for like 12 chapters at a time.
Right. And also, wait, that comment that was removed, that was towards the beginning also when they were doing the review of like, hey, everyone else thinks the Fire Fest is going on, everything's okay. It's the 1 year to celebrate, but actually, what's going on is craziness, and if this is like setting up the crazy, like what the outcome is going to be. So like, this is literally the equivalent to Doflamingo's like strings.
Like I didn't like the opening, the first couple pages at first, but now looking back when I'm reading again, I like the parallels of what's going on in Onigashima and what's going on in the Flower Capital. I think I just wanted to see more fights and everything, so I was just like, I don't care what's going on in the Flower Capital.
The fights.
Just get me to the action.
Right.
So
no, I get it. I like the fact that it took away from. I mean, because we've been in like the Skull Dome for like so long that it kind of was cool to see like something outside of it. I personally was kind of hoping that maybe maybe we would see something actually happen outside of like while we're in the Flower Capital, because like, you know, we still have Lady Hiyori, Tengu-sama, not Okiku, what's the little girl? Otama. So we still have like, I feel like other characters and people and things that are in play in Wano that we haven't like seen in a minute, and it's just kind of like real interesting, because it's like I was hoping that we maybe see something happen. You know what I mean? Like literally anything.
Well, I've read that many people think the fight will go back to the Fire Festival in some way or capacity, or the capital. And since that was shown first now, like at the beginning, it's like they're all perfectly calm. They're reveling in like this one day. They have no clue what's going on, like just across the bay right there.
And then the Fire Nation attacked. I feel you.
But like, I feel like the transition from getting to Onigashima back to the Flower Capital would just take too much time, because they'd have to get back on ships.
Doesn't just have to be them. It only needs to be Kaido and Luffy.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm just the key people who have to get back, or it's like, cool. Well, also, if the samurai lose, like, man, that's a good point.
Well, here's my thing, right? Is like, I don't think that it's gonna be like the final battle that we think of that's gonna be in the Flower Capital. I don't think it's gonna be like a big epic battle like you think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like more of like a strategic battle, if that makes sense. Because like Lady Komurasaki, right? Lady Hiyori, like we're all presuming she's in the Flower Capital or somewhere that's not in Onigashima, right?
Yeah, right.
And like the whole thought process is like she's the one that's the rightful heir if Momonosuke dies or whatever happens. Like she's the one that makes sense. Even right now, like she's the one that would take over being an adult versus the boy. So like whatever is up with her I think is really what the key is going to be. That being said, the Oniwa Banshu and whatever like Orochi's, those were his ninjas, but I forget what his samurai were called. Those both exist, right? So like someone's still in control of those. One of the things that actually I thought was like very surprising in this chapter was that when they showed the clip of like the person that was like watching with the cat or whatever, that they were reporting to King and not Fukurokuju. So that means Fukurokuju, because I feel like we saw him like the last 2 chapters or something, saying that they were going to go investigate something. My theory is that they're going to go revive Orochi, or Orochi's not dead and he knows the secret, something of that nature. Because I feel like Orochi is just, that was too clean and too like simple.
Yeah, we were saying that at the beginning.
So it's like where he's been, Fukurokuju with the giant head, like whatever he's been up to, there's something that's been like real kind of like sketch about that for me, that he hasn't, like that they haven't been there.
So you're saying like this woman joining forces so easily is kind of like a fake out move, while Fukurokuju goes and does other stuff.
Maybe. Like I'm not going to go that deep, but it's just like, I don't want to say that anyone's working together. I'm more likely to believe someone's willing to betray someone than I am to be like they're secretly working together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
I like it. I mean, because she was just giving details to the Tobiroko dude.
Well, King wasn't the one in control of Tobiropo.
Right.
For that segment.
To Who's Who, I thought.
Well, the Who's Who and Ulti were the 2 that they showed.
No. Previous chapters. The last time we saw the woman who has the eye over her face.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
She had
Robin, right?
No, not Robin. They had in today's chapter.
No, I said she saw Robin last time, right? No, that was a different thing.
No, that was a while ago.
Yeah, a while ago.
No, this was when they like first got to Onigushima before like the party happened.
Yep.
When we were pretty much getting introduced to all the Tobiropo.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And they introduced this person when Kaido ordered them all up to tell them about Yamato.
Yep. And that's when she told Kaido. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah. Oh yeah. So many people are in like so many things are in play and moving around. And, like you don't know. I think that's the one thing that's true about this pirate code. You don't know who's on whose side. Like at any time, they're ready to just cut someone out.
Yo, I just rolled back through last week's chapter.
Mm-hmm.
As we're kind of talking here, because I was like, wait, Black Maria, she was brought up at a very specific point, and I was like, who is she tied to? And the answer is when Shinobu and Momonosuke were being chased by Yamato, the implication was that like they were there, like it came in the middle. Mm-hmm. Black Maria's song came in the middle of that chase sequence.
Right.
So during this, there's a good chance that like they like escape Sasaki, go get into her realm. Momo, being the little pervert that he is, thinks he's safe and puts himself in greater danger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It's so much fun. Like that's why I really love this.
Yeah. I mean, the artwork is amazing, but this story is also like, you know what? In looking at this chapter from like today, I think Kaido's lying.
About
how damaged he is.
It's possible. He seems like he's scared.
I do think that because one, he was shocked that they could do this to him, right? Yeah. And it's 4, and those are 4 very strong people, right? Yeah. At least that's what we're being led to believe. Denjiro, these are all the people who, Kinemon was supposed to already be very strong, already, but Dojiro and Denjiro and
Ashura Doji,
Shooting
Maro, Ashura Doji, whatever.
They had an extra 20 years of strength, right? So before he send that roar out, he's just dripping from the wound. I wonder if he's lying.
I don't know. I mean, wounded beasts are the most deadly.
Yeah,
I think one of like the themes that is kind of being noticed here is like when we're introduced to Kaido, he's trying to kill himself. Like Kaido is trying to find a way to die. One of the things that the 9 Scabbards keep on saying is, "Please let us die." Like we want to die.
Yeah.
So like, does I feel like they're gonna find a way to help each other die?
Okay.
I mean, man, there's so much that could happen. It's so good.
All right. Well, I think this might be time to. I haven't used this clip in a minute. I forgot how long it goes, but that was heavy. Let's get stoned. If you have it, everyone, let's get up and smoke. It's time for our hashtag group puff break. So.
Oh, we haven't had this in a while. Good.
We haven't had this in a minute. So if you got it, let's get it. And I'm gonna hit the. All right, so we all can agree that playing through the Ultimate Storm video game series probably the worst way to go through Naruto.
Did we tell him that?
No.
Did we both think it though?
No, there's definitely. I'm absolutely sure there's definitely worse ways. Now that I've like looked into like Naruto fandom, and it's like,
wait,
I could go through the story through like a trading card game, or I could go through this story in like a board game form. Like this could be a lot worse.
Neither one.
I see what you're
I've
saying.
been playing this through a Game Boy Advance series, like you know what I mean. This
Wow.
all could be worse. But I will say, so last week I finished the first game. I've really only just done like the prologue of the second game. I can tell that there was some kind of time skip that's occurred because Naruto's like less of a little boy and more of like a man boy, not yet a full on man.
Yeah, it was like a 3-year time skip.
Yeah.
It's like he went from being like a child to like a preteen. That's like almost a teenager. That's the vibe I'm picking up from him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
he was like 14, 16 at the time.
He got his first his first growth spurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mhm.
So he's like doing his thing and a little bit more powerful. This game is a lot prettier. Like it's like they go for more of like an authentic art style. What I'm feeling, but it sucks because like your hub world, it's like open world, but it does that like PlayStation 2 era Final Fantasy thing where your camera is just like set.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like navigate through it.
Yeah.
There's like mini loading screens every like 3 blocks you have to go through, which is kind of annoying.
You think they would have fixed that with like an up convert?
But again, this is like 2, so it's like I'm sure like 3 will get better. So this one's great because everything's not just text; they actually have animated like cutscenes. So
There you go. Now you're gonna get improvement. I'm telling you, you're gonna go through this one. It's gonna be a lot better experience.
Is it like anime that the cut screens are?
it's like they're animated, but I
They're
don't
probably-
think they're fully voice acted quite yet. I think that'll be the next game is when they'll get that, and I think by 4. Full on what you expect from a video game in 2017.
I can attest to that.
So I feel like it's like slowly getting there. So yeah, I haven't gotten too far yet. Like I just finished it. So you come back and then I had to get the bells from Kakashi.
Yeah,
Does that sound about right?
yeah. The second bell test. Yeah.
Second
Yeah.
bell test. Like, I actually got him. Yeah.
Mhm.
You
So
don't
that
get
was
it, you just touch them.
No, you can get them.
You
the
do?
video game.
Yeah.
Oh, in the video game. I thought you
The second time around, and
So the first time he touches him, the second time he actually like
Oh.
attacks him.
It's been so long.
Well, it's because what's her name? Sakura. Yeah, she's like it's funny in the game because you're like doing your thing and it's like a one-on-one thing.
Mhm.
Like you're having like a conversation and then like she's just like, man, fuck this. And it's just like she just like that's her first real flex of like how big her power is.
Yeah.
And then like that's what throws him off. And then like from him being like, oh, what the fuck is like Naruto's like, got him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
Yeah.
that's fun. There's like a fun little setup the way they have what do they keep calling her grandma Tsunade or whatever?
United
Tsunade, yeah, she's like the new
Hokage.
Hokage, yeah. So she just keeps referring to her as grandma, which is great.
Which she is. But because of that jutsu she has, she stays looking young looking.
Yeah.
Which I think in hindsight, I think is super hilarious that it's one of the first things that she figured out. It's just like, I'm going to use my
Jutsu,
My
yeah.
cellular regeneration jutsu to stay.
to stay young. Yeah, I'm not. It's the yeah. That was just like, of course, that's it. Like,
So I got to the part in the story where like Naruto goes into the forest or they go to help some guy and some guy's like there's like an evil clone of you or like there's like a scary version of you that was like giving me the death look in the forest. I don't think it's probably not canon. It's probably something for the video game.
Yeah, that's probably just video game.
But
Yeah.
pretty much I went in, I fought my evil clone version of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like about to go figure out what's going on. But now this guy can go visit his girlfriend in Sand Village.
yeah,
That's game. That's
And I know.
that's
It's all filler. It's a different type of filler because I was actually like, so like one of my good friends Andreas, I told him that this is what I was doing, and he's like, dude, just shut up and just go like watch like the fight. Just go watch the fight. So I got on my Hulu and I was going through Naruto and I was like, yo, I legit can't find the fight between Curse to Sasuke and like Nine-Tailed, like when he finally unleashes the Nine-Tailed
Oh, that's like episode 135.
on the original Naruto.
Yeah, that's like
And,
episode.
and then there's like a bunch of filler afterwards. Is that what happened?
Yeah, there's a bunch of filler after that because technically in the manga, that's where like the original Naruto ends.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's what I thought. So I was looking back there and I was like, what the fuck? Why is it not here? Why am I just seeing a bunch of
No, they added a bunch of filler after that. Doesn't matter at all.
So 134.
Hmm?
Just message me the episode and I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I was bringing it up now.
I think it's like 134 or something like that.
Oh, that's someone watching. I don't want to watch someone watching. I just want to see it. It is 135. Although that's Shippuden. Not Shippuden. I want regular.
Like, it might have to be like I imagine it'd be two episodes at least, though, right? Like,
no, it's like 4.
Okay, cool.
Because
Yeah,
there's on the Sasuke backstory when we see Itachi kill everybody and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's as far as I got in Naruto Ultimate Storm 2. I got distracted because I was like, you know what? We're at the end of the PlayStation 4 life cycle. Let me go play through some of the games like I got but never actually like finished or played through.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first got it, I played it like a little bit, got like frustrated, and it was just like, oh, other stuff's happening. So I started playing other stuff. But I went back to God of War.
Oh yeah, God of War is great.
And it's like, I have mixed feelings. Like I'm still pretty early into it. Like, yes, it's cool to be Kratos and like to play it and it's a little bit more serious, but like it's just one long escort mission, man.
You could see it that way, but like your son does become more like valuable in how you use him as you level him up, essentially.
Yeah, I did get his first like unlocks the other day, and I was like, oh man, he's actually useful like on the field a little bit more. But yeah. It seems like this is rough.
But the thing I love about that game, no load screens. The only load screen is when you die.
Yeah, I guess like when you come in and when you die, that's the only load screens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's absolutely true.
Yeah, it's so smooth. Those transitions just go from like one, like you're battling Boulder, and then you're just walking through the forest seamlessly.
Yeah, that's real.
That's good.
I'm trying to figure out like, yeah, I want to try to finish it through. I mean, I don't know. In about like, in about 2 weeks, anything I'm doing is all wasted. So, because you,
wait, what?
So Yakuza. Yeah, Yakuza. Well, I'm not getting a PS5 immediately.
No.
I'll never get a console immediately.
But so people are.
Learn that lesson in the 360. Don't do that. So yeah, but Yakuza Like a Dragon comes out, I think, on the 13th of November, and then I think the week after Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, and I don't see myself playing anything other than those 2 games. You know what? I take that back because Miles Morales, I think, comes out on the 12th.
Yeah.
And if I have expendable income, I might get that one. But I've had Cyberpunk pre-ordered since last year because I thought it was going to come out around my birthday in April. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It got pushed back, so like I've had it pre-ordered for hella long, and then as soon as I could have got the Yakuza pre-order in the States, I got it. So those are 2 things I'm like super excited about. But yeah, I want to play that Miles Morales game too, but we'll see if I have money or not because 2020.
Yeah, I definitely want to play Miles Morales. That's like the only game I'm excited for, and the God of War sequel at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
you on a good cliffhanger.
Yeah, like maybe like next year, people will get the first wave out. Maybe there'll be some games. We'll get some reviews on stuff, but then maybe we'll look at getting a PS5 or something. But
yeah, not immediately.
People are already returning their pre-orders.
I mean, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Honestly,
well, we had some people that were mad at like a free Black Lives Matter what's the theme on PlayStation they were giving away for free, and that's what made some people put their PlayStation 5 pre-orders back.
Dope.
Like, give them more for the rest of us.
I mean,
I know. Less racist on the PlayStation networks. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's
Xbox.
Also, I just discovered Discord, so I can have no racists.
There's a lot of racists on Discord, Doug. I don't know.
You might make my own Discord server.
Okay,
that's true.
See,
I bet you they still find a way.
Discord.
Yeah. Internet racism. It finds a way.
Racists always find a way, unfortunately.
They do, because like someone just told me yesterday, they've been airdropping into Among Us games and just plastering the chat.
Yeah, someone's been doing that. I saw.
Why can't people just let people live?
No.
Like, we went, not, I don't care. Like, keep your fandom. Like, what was it? A friend of mine in the burbs, their political poster, which was against Trump, was stolen and then returned with a limp penis thrown on it in spray paint.
God.
Several days later. So it's like they kept track, and then just, I don't know. I just don't want to think about it even. It's just trash.
Well, on a more positive note, in 2 weeks will be after the election, so we don't got to hear that shit no more.
That's true too.
Like me personally, I voted like 3 weeks ago. As soon as we got our election ballot in, I got some piece of mail in from the official cops that said vote no for racial equality, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna vote right now. Like, no.
Wait, what? You got it from cops?
It was like it's weird because it's like the cops voter guide. That's what it said. It's like a postcard.
Oh, the cops voter guide. Okay, yeah.
Cop voter guide, and like
I thought like a cops that Kane gave it to you. Like, hey,
no, it's actually really funny too when you read like the fine print of it. It says like law enforcement does not support this like group.
Mm-hmm.
They still call themselves the cops voters guide. But it's like in big letters that one of the points was like, vote no for racial equality, and it's just like, what?
This is weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
Anyway,
I voted, and then I got the confirmation that California got my vote.
Good.
And then I just have avoided everything political.
That's fair.
Mine out today.
Cool.
Yeah, do your vote, get it out. We haven't got to recommendations yet, but like do that shit. Like, and do it sooner than later.
Just do it. Be done with it.
That's our recommendation.
I do think we'll break 70% participation this year.
No, like they've said that there's already been record numbers in California, like early voting ballots. I think technically they could confirm that they received it, but I don't think they actually started counting the ballots until like today.
Yeah.
Maybe not today, maybe like yesterday or something like that. But they said they've already gotten 6 million votes in from California, like confirmed. It's like breaking records. So.
Yep. Michigan, North Carolina, and Florida in 2016 for 18 to 29 all had around 20,000 casted by this time.
Yeah.
They all have about 250,000.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Like the youth voters are like coming out right now.
They're like, no, you've just screwed us. We want you out.
Well, one of the craziest things too is like, if you're in a state that you can vote from home or do a mail-in ballot or fill out your ballot at home and drop off at your local polling center. That's what I recommend. That's what I personally did. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah. And like, I think one of the biggest reasons that they're really fighting against people being able to vote from home is because if you're voting from home, you're able to really be a truly informed voter that you wouldn't walking into a ballot. You get a chance to actually look at your ballot and do your research on each of the candidates. I know that we probably all have our mind already made on like the president and our state representatives and the Congress and the House representatives. Like, I'm sure we already know
even more
that exactly.
Yeah.
But like, do you know who's on your local level? Who's the one for your school board that's helping determine where those funds are going? Are you seeing who your judges are?
Your judges are.
We look up what judges are and what they've done, or the judges that are coming in, what they're trying to do, what their background is. And I think it's really exciting that you can actually see that, like, oh, you know what? All of these like pro-liberal guides are saying vote for this judge, but if you look into that judge's record, oh, well, that's the reason none of these police officers are being like even like looked into after they do some misconduct. It's because this judge has been the one, the district attorney that, is like a liberal champion, is actually like just part of the system. And you wouldn't know that if all you're looking at is ads or billboards, if you're not looking up things on your own. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like if you're in a place where you can, vote from home, then take your time, use your resources, use your website, look up every single position. I know that for me, like the community college board doesn't seem like it's anything that affects me as someone that doesn't plan on going back to community college anytime soon. But if you look at what they do as far as like property values and like taxes and stuff, like for the city, they do a lot of good stuff. And it's like, if you, I don't know, I was reading through and I was looking at some of the incumbents, some of the people. There's a guy that I read, he was a data analyst. That's his background, is he's like all about the data And then there was another person that was like, they're in the student government, but they want to kind of step this up another level. So that's someone that's coming in entry level and someone that's looking at the numbers. And like what they were saying, especially the guy with the numbers, was like, you know, if you have a better mental health, you're probably going to do better in school. If you have better resources, you're probably going to do better in school. And then it was like, in all honesty, for community colleges, I know we're all focused on like youth outreach and getting like high schoolers into community colleges, which is great. But community colleges also like the adult population, and how can we help? How can we help establish stuff there? And it was like between that and then the student who was kind of like, no, like my research and what I've been doing and being an active student matches that. And it's like, it's just like really cool that you can really kind of see and look up your local representatives in a way that you aren't able to. Because how many of you even fucking know what your comptroller does? Like, what is the role of the comptroller? You can look that up. You can see which person aligns with what the comptroller does. You can figure out, you can form your own opinion on what you think makes a good comptroller and then base it off of that. And of course, if you don't want to take the time to form your own opinions, you can go to your, type in your city progressive voters guide, put your city conservative voters guide, whatever your belief set is. You can type it in. You can look it up on a local level. You can research the name. You can look up their social media. You can look up who they interact with.
My alderman on social media.
Exactly, dude. When I lived in Chicago, man, I had one of the best aldermen. Like that was great. Like older woman, yeah. Also, we had an alderman at the time, and when it was great. Like when he, what's up?
Mine's a former rapper, battle rapper. He's dope.
That's what's up. And that's awesome. Like you can actually learn, and like the crazy thing is once you learn and see stuff on that, you can actually get engaged. That's like part of like it's a curse that we're in, like for sure. Like we're in the information age, and it's like also the misinformation age, because it's like anything can come through. But like you can honestly connect with people out here, and you can connect with folks and see things and see like-minded people. And like I don't know, if you're someone who's still like not sure where you stand politically, like you know where you are on the big things, but some of the small things you still are trying to figure out. This is a great time and resource to be able to do that. We have time, and if you have the ballot at your house and you have a lot of time at your house, you can literally take the time and be the most informed voter you've ever been. Okay.
So recommendation: go vote.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah, did some research on the conservative voter guides, so that explains my face. All right.
What'd you say?
I just did a quick Google search because if there are progressive voter guides, there have to be conservative voter guides, and I found one and I'm scared.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to yourself?
It's the internet, man.
Okay, fair.
All right. Well, do we have like any like? Yes, we're gonna say vote. We're gonna keep saying vote, and even we'll end this out by saying vote again. But do we have like any
popularity vote? Vote for that too.
What?
Popularity votes in anime is very important.
Fan votes.
Vote for those. And
who's your favorite character?
Someplace that is currently having a vote. Use your only voice that you are actually given in a capitalist society.
Ooh, since we're talking about bullshit votes, Dancing with the Stars. Who we got going off next week?
I don't know.
No, I'm actually in a Dancing with the Stars fantasy league.
Okay.
No, we started watching it because we saw something you guys did, so we've been watching. This is the first season I've ever watched it. I watched when Chris Jericho was doing it because I watched Chris Jericho.
I watched Alfonso Ribeiro do it like years ago just because it was Alfonso Ribeiro.
He was going to crush it.
Exactly. So you had to see it.
Like, how's he going to work the Carlton into this dance this time? Like, yeah, I get it.
I want to say Nelly has impressed me throughout this whole run.
Wait, Nelly on this one?
Nelly's on this season.
There's definitely times where Nelly looks like he doesn't want to be there. There's definitely times where he looks like he doesn't want to be there, but when he's like into it, it's a lot of fun. Nelly's great. He
had custom Jordan dance shoes.
Every week he has a new shoe out, doesn't he? Like
yes, like what? Yes, man.
I'm mad that
Jordan dance shoes with the heel.
With the heel, he gets like Air Force Ones and puts like the dancing heel on it. It's ridiculous.
No.
But it worked. He's done really well.
I don't give a damn how well he's done. That is a tragedy.
Yeah, like we're getting to the point. Like again, I don't know shit about dancing, so like my opinions don't mean nothing.
I'm just upset he made ones into dancing shoes.
Dude, he's made a couple of them, and like they all like look kind of nice.
I'm mad he made a song about making custom ones.
Yeah.
And he's still doing it.
15 years later, yeah, still doing it, man.
Because Nelly got it like that. And he just mad. It's okay. Accept this.
No, I don't like time.
Yeah, but I think that lady from The Bachelorette, she's the one that's about to get kicked out next.
No, she's been doing real good.
Ooh.
Okay, sorry, who's the other one then?
The one from Selling Sunsets. She's unfortunately on my team. She may go next week.
They're the same person to me. I'm sorry. I know that's probably bad.
I mean,
I have a very hard.
I
Like, the one that's with Gleb.
what?
There's a dancer named Gleb, and whoever's.
I can't remember. I don't remember any dancers' names.
I know, there's a dude named Gleb. I remember that name.
But the dude from what am I thinking? Catfish, Neve.
Dude, he's great. Like he's someone that I was like, oh damn.
He was the surprise this season.
Yeah, he was the one that like I didn't really think anything of, but now I'm like, oh, he could win this all. But for the record, my money's on Justina Machado. I'm on team Justina Machado.
Yeah, Justina, she's amazing.
I think she's gonna win it all myself, but
so they broke
up there.
Catfishes people.
No, Neva's the dude who made the documentary Catfish, and then
the show on MTV.
Oh,
he's the host.
He knows a lot of catfishes. Yeah.
No, he's the one that got Catfish and made it a thing.
He originated that term.
He got catfished.
That's a terrible term. What catfish do to you? It's good eating.
Put it up.
Thank you. Do it. Do it.
Okay. Matt's proud of himself.
I am.
Well, that was this episode of the Melanated Anime Club. Damn, I feel like we had some real recommendations to give, but
I ruined it.
you know what? Fuck it. Do you have anything positive to recommend for someone other than vote?
Watching Digimon Adventure Try in preparation to watch Digimon Adventure Evolution.
All right.
That's fair.
Thank you.
You got one, Wes?
Let's see. What did I watch anything interesting this week? Or rewatch? Not really, but I will be watching the My Hero Academia 2 Heroes Rising movie. It comes out for rent and purchase later this month, so I'll definitely be getting that because I saw it in theaters, but I saw it in 4DX, which was a weird experience.
I don't want it.
Like the moves and stuff?
Yeah, it was moving. There was like rain droplets. It was interesting. I needed to get
Or
Nah,
three.
I don't want to go see anime movies like that.
I went to try it once, and it was interesting, but it kind of took away from it in certain aspects.
See, I saw Bad Boys for Life in that,
Yeah.
and I was the only person in the theater.
It was horrible.
The movie was dope.
The movie was great.
No, that was a terrible movie experience. I don't need spit in my face. I don't need flashes in my eyes.
Okay, that was the only thing. The only thing is like that. Spoiler alert for Bad Boys for Life. There's a part where they're doing a foot race, and out of nowhere, one of the dudes gets shot. And like the 4DX, the out of nowhereness of it, the fact that like giant flashing light in the entire like room. And again, I was the only person in the room, so all the effects are for like a room full of people. I'm the only one getting it, right? So it's like it was dope at the beginning because it opens with like helicopter shots over Miami, and like your seats are moving as if you're the camera guy in the helicopter, which is dope. Like the car chases were dope, but like that one scene where you're just like everything's so lighthearted and fun, like it's running the way that they're shooting like the race. You can, like it's like you can feel the wind behind them, like it makes sense. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just like a big like it's loud as fuck. The seats are moving, and like this giant flash of like a gun just going off, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened?
That reaction was the whole movie for me. Hated it. I didn't need any of that. It was extra.
The rest was great. The rest was great. The car chases, you could feel like the like you could feel all of it.
I don't need spritzes in my face if I'm on the boat.
I do. I do need the spritzes on my face if I'm on the boat.
Okay.
Please spray my face. I don't understand this rich and luxurious lifestyle. I need the scent spraying in me so I can understand what it's like to be a millionaire dirty cop. That's a good guy.
You got sense? I didn't get sense.
Oh yeah. Every time someone got stabbed, there was like a scent that
I didn't get. See, I was robbed. This is wrong.
See,
there was bubbles at one point. It was very.
when we just got like spritzes of water dripped on us and like air pockets, like whenever like Deku did an air blast, it was just like
that's awesome.
And I was just like, oh, okay, but like it was a little jarring at times.
See, I'm a little lucky because like the one I went. So there's a weird thing that happened. I had some friends that did some corporate things. They booked a spot to go see Bad Boys for Life in 4DX. When they actually came, someone in the group couldn't go to 4DX movies because they were sensitive to something. So my friend had essentially bought out a movie theater, and they already had it. They couldn't get a refund. So if anybody wants these tickets, please use it. So I took it up because I didn't have a job and I wasn't doing nothing at the time. Yeah. So I go into like this 1 p.m. showing on like a Tuesday for Bad Boys for Life 4DX by myself. That being said, I didn't pay money for it. So that's probably why I enjoyed it.
No, I was back. I paid money to get dirty water thrown in my face and dirty air blessed in my face.
But also, like, ours is like the flagship Hollywood Grauman's Theater 4DX experience.
Yours is probably better than the janky one over on Western.
Yeah, ours is the one where like they.
You know exactly the time I've been.
I was in that same theater.
Like the technicians and engineers office is like the elevator on the top of the building. You know what I mean? Like
that's where
they come and calibrate it for each movie. You know what I mean? Like,
and then everyone gets a text file that says make these settings and hope it works.
I mean, that's what I imagine was what happens. But like, it is a really cool movie going experience. But it's not something
amazing. 4DX experience, trash.
No, it's great. And like once everything kind of opens back up, I'm going to try to keep going to like the first showing 4DX during the weekdays because it is like $15 for what is normally a $30 thing. Mm-hmm. And if it's like a movie that's adapted to it, it makes sense. I'll go check it out.
Spending the money and not like enjoying it that much. Like it was an experience. Like I have the memory from it, but I don't need to do it again.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like if I paid more than like $15 for it, I'd be like very frustrated.
Yeah.
But it's something like if like, you know, if I'm at an amusement park and I'm going to go catch a 4D ride, like I'm not going to pay extra for that. You know what I mean? But $15, I'll pay $15 for that.
The ride during when Martin Lawrence was driving really felt like he couldn't drive.
It's too real.
It was just like, I don't know. Put me back in the Porsche or whatever he was driving. Put me back in the smooth ride.
Okay.
The movie's great though.
All right. So for my recommendation for the spooky kind of Halloween season that we're in, if you have Netflix and you have not checked this out yet, it's a movie called Vampires versus the Bronx.
That movie's excellent.
If you haven't seen that yet, I 100% recommend seeing it. It's like a kind of a heavy-handed like metaphor for gentrification, like for sure. But it's the story of a young, was it like an Afro-Latino dude in New York City in the Bronx, and he's trying to like save his neighborhood bodega. And it's just like him and his friends, and it's like the usual stuff that comes with the coming of age and the hood story. You know, a lot of that stuff, but like the company that's coming in and gentrifying and taking over the bodega and all of the other areas in the city is a real estate company that's run by vampires. And
of course, are they white?
Yeah, it's very, very, very heavy-handed without like.
You have to ask that.
It's one of those things that if we tell you like anything, it'll give away the spoilers because it's very obvious.
So I just love how I was like, "Are they white?" And you're just like, "Yeah."
They're vampires. Listen, when do you know historically non-white vampires?
Vampire in Brooklyn? Or is it Harlem? It was Harlem.
It was a vampire in Brooklyn.
That's Eddie Murphy.
There's a black one.
Yeah.
But how was he bitten? Do you remember?
No.
He came from like Jamaica.
Nah, he was born as
I don't know.
But yeah, watch Vampires versus the Bronx. It's It's very good. A lot of fun, friendly faces. A lot of people you probably know. Some good cameos. Zoe Saldana dies immediately.
That's good.
It's great.
Mhm.
That's my recommendation. So on top of all that stuff, again, vote. Do research and vote. That's our recommendation.
Yeah.
We'll probably bug you with voting again next week. So do it this week, and then you can be like, we with them. We're not one of those suckers they're talking to.
Yeah. Won't be the sucker we're talking to next week.
Yeah.
I'm saying that to you, Matt.
You haven't voted yet, for real?
It's on it's right there. It's on the thing. I got to research.
And you still haven't done it? And it's right there, and you still haven't done it?
I am busy. Busy.
Are you though?
Yeah. Worked like 70 hours last week.
You worked like 7 hours last week?
70.
Oh, that makes more sense. All right. Well, thank you for being our one viewer. You've been watching us for a minute here. We appreciate it.
I appreciate that person so much.
Yes.
All right. We went to head out. This has been the Melanated Anime Club. Thank you so much. Please donate to us. And if you want to be a guest, there's information on this thing. But yeah, I can't acknowledge again or overstate. Please donate money to us. All right.
Baka mitai kodomo nano ne Yume o otte kizu tsuite Uso ga heta na kuse ni Waraenai egao o miseta I love you ろくに言わない口下手でほんまに不器用なのにどうしてさよならは言えたのダメだねダメよダメなのよあんたが好きで好きすぎてどれだけ強いお酒でも歪まない思い出がバカみたい
Oh shit.